Hello movie lovers, Bob for Bob's Movie Review here, and today I want to review for you a movie I just watched called Lasso. Be sure to click subscribe and click on the bell icon to be notified whenever I upload great new content. If you guys do enjoy the video, be sure to show it some love and give it a like rating. So this one is available now from Epic Pictures and Bread Central Presents. I will leave a link down in the description where you guys can order this straight off their website. This one is listed on Amazon, and I had pre-ordered it through Amazon, but it says ships in like a month to 3 months. So I just went ahead and went back and pre-ordered it from the Epic Pictures website. So this one is not rated. It's a horror thriller, has a 1 hour and 37-minute runtime. It is directed by Cecil. It stars Sean Patrick Flanery, Lindsey Morgan, Andrew Jacobs, Karen Grassle, Thomas Cokenias, Heather Mignon, Benedita Periera, and Travis Andre Ross. So this movie is about these young people. I couldn't figure out if they were like dating or they were brother and sister. I was a little unclear on that. And they're taking a group of the elderly to a rodeo. So you think like a rodeo travels and people go to the rodeo. Well, this rodeo is like a permanent rodeo and people just go there, and there's like some people there protesting it, animal rights and whatever. So this guy in a slicker attacks some people and he kind of traps them or whatever and kills some. And then we kind of continue to later that night. And there's kind of all these people being held at the rodeo, and the rodeo has been transformed, and now there's like a cage around it or a fence or whatever. And these people are trying to escape. Like all the people working at the rodeo are basically having like a human rodeo. And it almost kind of felt like they were making a commentary on the fact that we feel like it's okay to treat animals this way. You know, this is what it's like if you were to do it to people. But they take it a step further and they just start killing people too. And some of the kills and the deaths were just really kind of strange. And there were kind of like a lot of people who were trapped and a lot of people who were kind of working the rodeo, and it's hard to keep track of like everybody and who was dead and who was alive. And there was like kind of like some moments that just made me laugh. I feel like most of them were unintentional, but I also feel like they did add a few intentional laughs in there to kind of break up all the killing. And there's a lot of blood and gore and a lot of really bad effects, but they put them to good use. And I was like, well, okay, you know, they're bad effects, but they look decent in this movie. They didn't, you know, overuse them, and they just did a real good job with that. And I felt most of the acting was at least average or better. You know, some of the smaller parts, they weren't so good, but I feel like most of the acting was good. And there's a really good overall production value on this movie. It was a really well-made movie. The problem with this movie is the story, or the lack of a story. I was very disappointed in that there's never any kind of motive given, you know, and you know, it could be just, oh, they're really crazy, you know, but it's never really hinted at. I think a couple of the guys were taking some drug or something, but it never really gave a motive for why this was happening or anything like that. So I was kind of disappointed in the story. The rest of the movie, though, I felt was pretty good. Unfortunately, you need a good story, but I think this was an above average horror movie. I did like it. There were parts that got me really pumped and really excited. I just feel like in the end, I wish there would have been some sort of conclusive reason to why this was going on, and not just completely random. So I think for a score on this one, guys, I'm going to give it a 6.5 out of 10. You know, like I said, great production, a decent horror movie, just kind of really lacking in the story. I hope you guys did enjoy the review. If you did, be sure to leave a like rating. If you haven't already, subscribe for more videos. Check out the suggested videos. Check out my website, BOBSMOVIEREVIEW.com, and I'll see you guys next time.